As we've seen, God is always thinking about you. He just can't stop. And he calls you his beloved, and not only his beloved, but someone in whom he is well pleased. And it's really important that you not only understand that he loves you with a love that never ends, the same love, you can put it this way, the Father loves you the same way, just as much as he loves Jesus. And he wants you to know that. And that's the declaration that Jesus makes. He is so for you and not against you. And the coming of Jesus was this manifestation of God's heart. This was the prophesied Emmanuel, God with us. That the Creator became, he humbled himself to become part of his creation. He took on our flesh. He took on our very nature, joined us in our delusion and darkness to show us that he so loves us and to free us from the chains that bind us. And the freedom in his, what he came to do in salvation, is embodied in his life, in his death, his resurrection, and everything. And there's something really important about this in the whole gospel message, and that has to do with your death. You died, because that's what the declaration is. And having died, you are no longer bound to that which held you. It was a beautiful picture. It's shown like in being married, being joined to the wrong husband, the wrong family. But once you die, you're no longer bound to it, because marriage is until death do us part. So in Jesus, you died. And I want us to see that. And one of the places we can see that is in 2 Corinthians 5. And there's so much in this chapter. We're just going to read just a little bit. We're going to start in verse 14. And he says, "For the love of Christ compels us." It compels us, he said. The Apostle Paul is writing. We are compelled by the love, having received and seen and known this love. We are compelled. There's no other way to do this. It's just, this is the only option that he gives. We are compelled because we judge this way. We judge thus. We understand, we see this. And so we make a judgment based upon this fact that if one died for all, and that one is Jesus, he died for all. And if Jesus died for everyone, then everyone died. Okay, so get this. Jesus dies for all. That means you died. That's what Paul says here. Verse 15. "And he died for all, that those who live should live no longer for themselves, but for him who died for them and rose again," came back to life. So there's a dual aspect here. Number one, Jesus died for everyone. He died for you, meaning you in Christ, where you are, died. Jesus then rose from the dead, conquered the grave, came back to life, and you in him also are resurrected to newness of life. And in fact, you go on and read this, you'll see he declares you living as the new man, the new creation. Former things are passed away. Because you died, you are dead to that. You have been freed from the hold that sin, that your delusion of separation from God and who you are, your very nature, it's completely ended. You are not bound to that. You are not subject to bad choices and failures. You are now joined in life, in resurrection, in newness of life, to the one in whom you died, in whom you are raised. You died because he died for you. You are resurrected to newness because he resurrected. It's a whole new relationship, a whole new covenant. Everything is made new. And when you realize that your appointed death has been established, it's already happened, it's already occurred, you live new life. And as he says, that you should live the life you live no longer for yourself, but for him. Compare this verse. Just take a minute and compare it to Romans chapter 6 and verse 11. He says, "Reckon yourself dead unto sin and alive unto God." This is part of the gospel. You're not who you used to be. And you are not bound to what you used to be bound to. You have been freed by the death that you experienced in Jesus. And now the newness of life, the resurrection that you have in him.